Welcome back to episode 89 of the Shy Sports Weekly podcast. What's up, boys? How are we doing?
Number 89. I need to ask you, who's the most famous number 89 in Chicago sports?
Ditka.
Okay, I was just making sure. I was going to say we might need to reevaluate some things if we didn't know Ditka there, and that it hit me at the very last second. I didn't even remember.
Name this episode Ditka.
My first inclination for when I saw this episode 89, and I was thinking Bears. Matt Spieth. Wasn't that his name?
Yeah.
But wasn't he a tight end, Matt Spieth?
I think you're right. It is funny
Which is bad.
How that happens. Like, I've definitely done that on other episodes, too. A lot of random athletes that should not come up before other guys.
No, and then I was thinking like Hawks, Andreas Antonissimo. I don't even know how to say his name.
Yeah, he's the only Hawk to ever wear 89.
Matt, is it Spieth or Matt Spaeth? S-P-A-E-T-H. I'm going to go Spaeth. Ty, you should know this. He was a former Steeler.
I have no idea who this is. Who are we speaking of?
Jesus. We're at 45 seconds in. Our producer's already not paying attention.
No, I said who we're speaking of. I don't know who he is.
It's like a chubby white tight end.
No, he's pretty thin, to be honest with you. For a tight end, I feel like he was a thinner boy.
What was he?
Debate it. Thin or thick?
Definitely not thick. He might be thick with no C's.
Just the word thick.
He's just T-H-I-K.
Thick with a K.
Because he's a tight end, but yeah, he's a thin tight end. I'll say that.
Are there any 89s from the Cubs or Sox?
No, there's none. That's just like a bad number overall. I'd say probably like I guess. Oh, if you think of it, you literally could wear 100 different numbers or 101 different numbers in like sports, right? Because if you do 0 and 00,
yeah.
Could you theoretically be 00? You could have a 0 and a 00 on the same team.
I think you could. Depends on the league, but yeah.
Oh, let's go rapid fire, quick. Worst numbers to have. I'm gonna say 89 is the worst number to have.
I don't think 89 is that bad, especially in football, because it's kind of like just a wide receiver number.
I
feel like
79.
Anything in the 50s is pretty rough.
I'd say like 53.
Yeah. 57.
Any prime number. I'm not for that shit, dude.
Any prime number.
Did we just name all these prime numbers? Maybe that's exactly what we did. Prime numbers. The worst.
Did you just name all prime numbers? And if so, what's your aversion to prime numbers?
I was going to say 37. That's a prime number. I'm actually not too sure what a prime number is, but I
just don't set up well to the eye.
No, they don't. They're ugly.
Prime number, and you're like that's
43.
Ugly number.
43 is disgusting. 79, ugly.
Relax, dude. Michael Wirtz.
Yeah, Carlos Marmol.
Wasn't he 43?
Oh yeah, shit. I was thinking. Wait, I'm thinking 37. Scott Ayer. Now we're cooking. Now we're really cooking.
What should we talk about first? Should we talk about us running into a guest that we had on the show over the weekend?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Do you want to bring it up?
So Saturday, Kyle and I go out for a couple of pops.
Couple 2-tree pops.
Yep. We're at a bar watching the Cubs game in West Loop, and we actually happen to be standing or sitting at a table right next to Clay Harbor.
Definitely not standing because again, ACL.
I was standing, Kyle was sitting.
Did you say what's up?
Yeah, we talked to him for 10 to 15 minutes. Cool as he was on the podcast. Even
That's
cooler
fucking awesome.
I'd
I
say.
love to hear that.
Instantly made fun of my knee, so he's a recurring guest.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, it was funny. We're gonna the NFL drafts next week, right?
Yeah, it is.
After.
Yeah, we should. He said he would love to come back on.
Yeah, I think he saw Ty's trucker hat, that orange one, and he was like, "Damn, dude, these guys mean business."
Well, I'm gonna hit him with the Bucky's hat next time around. So buckle up, Buckaroo.
The Bucci's.
The Bucci's
hat. Yeah, I want to talk Cubs. Like, I know I didn't even put it on the outline because I knew that was just where we're gonna go. But I want to talk Cubs. Tell me that game yesterday. Tell me that game yesterday didn't just. It just felt good to it. Like it felt not. I'm not gonna say playoff game-esque, but it just felt like
Good defense, timely hitting.
Yeah, right?
Great pitching.
Like them winning which is crazy that was their first series win in LA since 2014.
Yeah.
It's atrocious. But I'm not surprised. And which is even crazier is that in that stretch, they've thrown 2 no-hitters. They've thrown 2 no-hitters in LA since the last time they won a series in LA.
Yeah, that's wild.
When you put it like that, that's bad.
That doesn't even make sense.
But I'm stat guy Kai here, so I have a couple stats I wanted to talk to you about. This. So the starting rotation obviously has just been nails, right?
Yep.
So through their first
deal is him.
Yeah, he is very good. All right, so through their first 14 games this year, the starting rotation has 72.1 innings pitched, so it's like 5 2/3 per start, 3.11 ERA, and 6 quality starts. Through their first 14 games last year, 60 innings pitched, which is 4.3 innings per start, a 6.08 ERA, and 0 quality starts. And then here, hold on, I got more. No, I lost it for a second. Okay, this is specifically at Dodger Stadium. Cubs starting pitchers ERA for the last 5 years. 9.42 in 2017, 6.35 in 2018, 5.91 in 2019, a 4 flat in 2021, and a 4.32 in 2022. They finished this series with a 1.52. Where I'm getting to is I think the Cubs made the right move in getting rid of Wilson Contreras.
You might be right. I couldn't tell where you were heading with that, but wow.
I mean, I took the
coming
scenic,
full circle right there.
I took the scenic route to get there, but I got there. And it's
you definitely took the scenic route. You gave us all the evidence we needed.
Like
yeah, Cubs, the Dodgers scored 2 runs in every game.
Yeah. So I mean, and think they were like that ground ball that they got through on Saturday that won the game for the Dodgers. If that's hit 2 feet to the left, Cubs win and sweep.
Right.
And it's 4 runs in 3 games.
Yep.
You know who's very low key and very good is Mark Hoerner Jr.
Yeah, he is. He's very good against lefties for some reason.
It's crazy. His splitter, Andy, our friend, good friend of the program, Andy, he actually wrote an article today, and he was just going over like his splitter and how just he is so. It's essentially he's like a secret weapon for the Cubs, where he's so good against lefties.
Yeah,
that splitter thing. Like if you're a left-handed hitter and you're throwing a splitter or a changeup, and how it kind of like I think it starts center cut and just dives off,
falls away from you.
Yeah, right. It's like a devastating pitch.
Yep.
And they're essentially using him as like their left-handed specialist. Well, I mean, and I guess to start the season they were using him when Brandon Hughes was on the shelf, and they still somewhat are. I mean, he faced Freeman and Muncy over Brandon Hughes the other day or yesterday. And it
might have been an Andy Martinez tweet. I don't know if it was him or if it was Mark.
It was Andy. He loves Mark Leiter Jr. at the Light Show. MLJ.
Saw something about that today. His numbers against left-handed hitters has been ridiculous.
No, it's crazy, and like their bullpen isn't. I'm not gonna say their bullpen's great, but they're serviceable. I wish they had like a closer, an actual closer.
Yeah,
but their starting pitching besides Wesneski, and hopefully like facing the A's, he just shoves. And by the time you're listening to this, you'll know he shoves. But they have the 4th best or 3rd best ERA in baseball right now at 3.11, and the best in the NL. Like they have the best starting rotation.
Yep.
And tell me, this is not. There's got to be some correlation with Wilson Contreras, right? Like in the Cardinals, their rotation is like 22nd.
Yep. I think you're right. We might need a bigger sample size, but it definitely seems like you're onto something here.
I've seen enough. Well, you want a sample size? How about the Cubs at the second half last year? I think Yan Gomes and even PJ Higgins, they caught more games than Wilson. Yan Gomes definitely did because Wilson was out pretty much the whole month of September.
Yeah. And
their staff's ERA was phenomenal. It was I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, and it'll take Ty 4 weeks to find it, but they had to be at the top of the league. So again, long story short there, I think the Cubs made a good business decision to not re-sign Wilson.
Speaking of friends of the program, Tony Andriacki loves tweeting about Nico Hoerner's pace for steals for the season.
Yeah, he does.
And I love those tweets. He already has 8 stolen bases.
Yeah, he's on pace for like
90 plus.
Like 80 or whatever. I don't think he's had more than 20 in a season, which is, I mean, kind of crazy to even think like last year he had 20. And now, like, I mean, and I know it's the bigger bases, which is crazy to think that the bigger bases make that much of a difference. But
they do, but I think the pitch clock rules do as well. And like only being able to pick off once or twice.
Okay, in terms of the pitch clock, so we're 2 weeks in. Who do you think the pitch clock fit? Oh my God, it's 7-0 Astros in the first. That's a kick in the dick that I didn't
talk about. Bruno.
Yeah, I know. Who do you think the pitch clock favors more, the batters or the pitchers?
The batters.
You think and I'm not saying the base runners. I'm just saying the batters or the pitchers.
Probably the batters still. Like I don't think it has like a huge. There's a huge favoritism towards the hitters, but I think they're at more of an advantage than the pitchers are.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually having this debate with my dad the other day, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're a pitcher and you genuinely work quick, and it's like they're almost like you could work faster. Like I think of a guy, Wade Miley, who he works fast traditionally.
But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but he could just almost use that to his advantage, where he like is really like quick pitching guys because they can't call timeout, right? Like I think they have 1 timeout per at bat or per. I don't even know what the rules are. I know they get some sort of timeout. I would just fake like I've shit my eye all the time. Like, sorry, can't see, can't hit.
Dude, how about Bellinger getting a standing
outrageous
first time back, and they call a strike on him for taking too long to get in the box?
I mean, just like no awareness, right? Like the ump, it's the ump show. It's the JO show.
Oh, that is the ump show by 1,000,000 times 1,000,000.
I mean, just. That has to be one of the crazier things I've seen.
Yeah, agreed.
Right, and I don't know. I think I read it happened to somewhere else. I don't remember the instance. Obviously, I just know the Bellinger one because it happened with the Cubs.
Yeah,
but I mean, come on.
Right. I hope
spin zone.
Let the boys play a little.
I hope Wilson gets a pitch clock violation when he comes back to Wrigley. Right?
He might get booed.
You think so?
I think some people might boo him.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I bet you he gets some booze just because his comments with.
Right. I don't think it's going to be all cheers and fun.
Well, real quick, while we're on the topic of former Cubs, have you seen what Javi's doing this year?
Yes.
It's a lot of nothing.
He looks lost.
His stats, so 49 at bats, he's hitting 184. OPS plus of 44, which was at 56 points below league average.
Yep.
He's 56 points worse than the league average hitter. Like he's bad.
Right.
He had the base running miscue. I feel like his fielding,
it doesn't make me happy to see. It's just kind of like, all right, at least they made the right decision.
Judd was right.
Yeah.
Cubs
we have revisionist history now.
Yeah.
Revisionist history now that Judd was right on trading Javi and Bryant and not re-signing Contreras.
Yeah, I mean it's looking great right now. Literally couldn't look better.
Shit, should we make shirts that just say Judd was right?
Yeah, just say revisionist history.
Yeah, just underneath revisionist history. I'm not liable for anything I said in July and August of 2021.
It is nice to see, like, obviously Dansby started blistering hot, and he's kind of come down to earth these past couple of games. Who knows if it has to do with, like, him battling something, but it is nice to see some of these other guys pitching it, like Wisdom, Bellinger. Wisdom's mashing. He has 6 home runs.
Yeah, dude, he's hot as shit now.
Ian Happ.
And he looks good.
Obviously tearing it up, too.
Who'd you say?
Ian Happ.
Yeah, nice little extension for him, which I think is very team-friendly for the Cubs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when you think about keeping him and Nico for under $100 million in total over the next, 3 to 4 years, that's great.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I saw the Nico one because I think he was arbitration eligible, so I think they just bought out a couple of those years and then 1 year of free agency. So
okay.
But still, yeah, you have him locked up through. I mean, I'll count this still as a full season for 4 seasons here at less than $100 million combined. Like That's good.
Yeah,
it's great.
So it's basically like getting a raise.
I mean, and you look at some of the other contracts. I mean, you look at like a contract like Javi or, I mean, just like and I'm saying hobby just strictly because of him being a former Cub, shit. Even look at Chris Bryant. He had a $160 million deal, and he's not playing every day. Like he's always hurt. I don't know. It just not to say Nico, knock on wood, but yeah, good bargain there. I saw this stat actually. One final stat on Dansby. So he is through his first 15 games with the Cubs, he has 5 3-hit games. He's the fastest, and he's appeared in 13 games. So he's the fastest Cub to reach. And this tweet is worded so shitty that I'm like gonna have a seizure. So he's the fastest Cub to his 5th 3-hit regular season game since 1900. Let it sink in for a second because I know that was a mouthful.
I need you to repeat that honestly.
So he's the fastest Cub to record 5 3-hit games since 1900.
Okay,
essentially. But the tweet is worded so shitty that, and this is from ESPN Stats and Info. I think I had to reread it 6 times. I thought I was gonna have a seizure.
Who did it give you? Did it name any other players?
No one.
Oh,
I think that's just since stats were available.
Pretty random.
Very random, but that's
random stat right there.
That's such a baseball stat, and I love it. I don't care. I don't care how it could be like the. I mean, do you see those stats with the Rays when they went 13-0? They were being compared to like the 1886 Chicago White Stockings. Like,
yep. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
It was the first year. It was the first year they were pitching over him.
That was actually before Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yeah, Shoeless Joe probably wasn't even born yet.
Literally.
Which is outrageous, but yeah, I love those little baseball stats.
What are you gonna? When can we expect like some of these minor league guys to be on the roster?
I think Mervis is gonna come up. Ooh, that's a good question. I think Mervis is really the only one that's like
Morel maybe
and stay. Yeah, but at the same time, like I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I think like Morel and I almost think Morel could be like a trade piece.
Oh yeah,
right. Like they have their outfield. Like they have Saya. They have Happ locked up. I mean, obviously they have Bellinger. I know he's on a 1-year deal, but Morel's not. You have PCA.
Right.
Coming right on his heels.
Yeah. I'm
surprised Ty didn't make a joke there.
You could put Morel at third and Wisdom DH, but I don't know.
No, Wisdom's a way better fielder than Morel.
Yeah, that's true.
So, in that sense, it makes no sense. I don't know. I feel like he's looking at it from outside in. I feel like he could be he's the perfect trade piece.
Do you think Nicky 2 strikes needs more bats?
Yeah, but the Cubs are winning, so no. He's starting tonight. So
is he?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I'm looking. I mean, he's had 19 at bats. He's hitting 316.
I've always said this on here. I like Nick Madrigal.
He's scrappy, yeah.
I think he's a good player.
Yep.
I think it's hard to get him in the lineup when Wisdom is just hitting taters left and right, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's hit 3 straight home runs at Dodger Stadium.
Yep.
I don't know how you can't take him out of the lineup. You're not going to take Nico out of the lineup. You're not going to DH Nick Madrigal, right?
No. It's a good problem to have.
Though, I mean, Mancini, they're DHing Mancini and Hosmer, and those guys aren't great. So maybe you do DH Madrigal. I don't know. Either way, Cubs are looking.
Cubs are buzzing. 3 series wins in a row. Let's keep it rolling. I saw 2 different power rankings today that had them in the top 10 in the MLB.
I know. I just saw that and smiled. It was phenomenal. We'll get back. Well, yeah, we'll talk a little Cubs, or we'll talk more Cubs in a little bit. I wanted to ask you about the Bulls. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Just, yeah.
Choke job. They went,
those playing games.
Went on a 15-1 run.
I will say the playing games in general are electric. I'm a fan. It was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, you knew that even if they got through them, there was just basically no way they're going to beat the Bucks. Mm-hmm. But just to have those like Game 7 type feels for 2 nights was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, it's the absolute best. I agree. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
So what is it? What's their situation with their draft pick? Does Orlando own their first round pick this year?
That I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Orlando owns their first round pick, but it's like it's lottery protected. So if it's top 4, the Bulls keep it and move their first round pick to next year. but they have like a 8% chance of that happening.
I was going to say very low. They're in the lottery now, obviously. So it's probably better off if they lost. Yeah.
Wow, what a recap.
Like you said, they did choke. I mean, what? Didn't the Heat go on like a 15-0 run or 15-1 run to end the game?
15-1 run to end the game.
Yeah.
And granted, there were some free throws in there, maybe like 2 or 3, but that Max Strus guy went to. Do you know he went to Lewis to start?
Yeah, went to Lewis, DePaul. I think he signed with the Bulls like as an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah, he was with the Windy City Bulls. He was with the Bulls for a little bit.
He went to
Stag. He's from Palos.
Yeah, he got his full Illinois revenge tour all in that game.
Oh my God! Yeah, he was like it, and that's what he said post game. He's like, "Yeah, it was good to have it happen against these guys." I was like, "Well,
did he actually say that?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like Max Strus, fucking guy, dropped 31 on the Bulls.
Right.
What do they do moving forward? From an idiot's perspective, I don't know.
I was reading stuff saying that they're probably going to try to extend DeRozan.
That's a good start. He's good.
Yeah, like him a lot.
They need more 3-point shooting.
Yeah, they do.
But DeRozan isn't a 3-point shooter. He's like a mid-range guy.
And they kind of get killed on the boards.
Oh my God! If I had to watch Vukovic ever again, that dude I've never seen him make a shot. And I said that on Friday, and he went like 0 for 6 when I saw him shoot. I'm like, this guy stinks.
Right. He had a lot of double-doubles, but yeah, I'm not.
Rebounds and assists, getting his own rebound.
Kind of plays soft down low, too. So
oh, my God. He's Charmin soft.
Yellow.
What do you think Joakim Noah's up to these days? Think he'll come out of retirement for us?
He's probably partying on some boat in France. Johnny Bong ripping.
I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. But they got to do something. Apparently, part of the issue is point guard, right? Because when they had Lonzo Ball in the lineup, they're one of the best teams in the East. And without him, it's just been like.
Yeah, but you can't. He's probably not going to play next year.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is maybe get a point guard.
I mean, wasn't Kobe White supposed to be a point guard?
Yeah.
Net.
But they need a facilitator apparently, and I think Levine's got to go. I don't know. They're in a weird spot.
They are. They're like in the middle. Like they sucked for a bit, and then obviously last season they played better, and they had the run to the playoffs, and then whether they 6 seed, but still it was like they got bounced in 5.
Yep. And
now they're just back into no man's land, like
literally
14th pick. That's
last
not even theirs.
Playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like they're just like the Bulls are back.
Purgatory. Yeah.
Right. Like the Bulls are literally back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I can't even act like I'm a diehard fan, but I watched the game. I was like, this is typical Bulls.
It is kind of funny how last year everyone was saying, "Oh, AK's the man. He's got this figured out."
How quickly the tides turn.
Yeah, Bulls are a dynasty. They're going to be great for years to come, and now it's like they're just back to
square one. They suck.
Mediocrity.
Yeah, I know. I do think a point guard is a big thing. And this is from somebody who knows nothing about basketball. So put that on a quote board tie.
I don't know who some of the free agent pool looks like next year.
No, not the slightest clue.
Probably be something to look into.
Not the slightest idea. Do we know? Real quick on a hockey front, I teared up a little bit watching Johnny Toews' last game.
I'm sure you did.
I wanted him.
I don't think anyone blamed you either.
So bad to end the game. My God. I honestly I'd pay sick amount of money for him to have just scored that goal. I hope he retires. To be honest, I don't think I could watch him in another form. It's going to I don't watch any of the Rangers games. I can't. Like love watching the hockey playoffs. I'm not going to watch the Rangers games.
I mean, it seems like he's going to retire, right?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I've seen a couple of those quotes where it's like, yeah, it seems like he will, but at the same time, fuck if I know. It was just sad. The golden era is officially over, though they haven't made the playoffs really since 2017. Literally haven't won so they made the playoffs in 2020, but that was only because they added the extra teams in the bubble with COVID to get the Hawks and Canadians in there, so they didn't. I won't count that. So realistically, they haven't made it since 2017. President's Trophy got swept. And so they really haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
Yeah.
Haven't won a series since 2015. Golden era has been over for a while.
Yeah, no kidding. Let that sink in.
Yeah, I know. But still, I was mush. I was a puddle.
Yeah.
That game sucked to watch.
As a casual hockey fan, like I can't help but say, like, I mean, at least it happened. I know that doesn't make anyone feel any better, but like, at least you had that for a good 6 to 8 year stretch.
It's like the age-old question or the theory: you would have rather loved and lost to not have loved at all.
Exactly.
And I loved. I was loved. I loved hard, hard and fast. It was great. All right, Ty, let's get to the Sporcle. What do we got?
Here's what we got, brother.
Pull it up, baby.
On for this one.
We have. Where's my mouse at?
Oh yeah.
We have Chicago All-Stars of the 2010s. And this is for all of the major Chicago sports teams. Bears, Bulls, White Sox, Cubs, and Blackhawks. 112 answers. 8 minutes.
Well, that's not actually that bad. I feel like that's actually not too bad.
No, I think you guys will honestly breeze right through most of this.
Yeah, I do too.
So,
right, let's go. Are you going to share your screen?
yeah, I got to do
Let's
that.
rip it. Let it
We'll
rip.
share and we can rip, dude.
Sharing is caring. Oh, are you kidding me? It gives you the position too. This is going to be the easiest thing on the planet.
Look how many Hawks there are.
I know. Patrick Kane.
You ready?
Yeah.
Kane,
Kane.
Taves. Keith Seabrook. Taves, Keith Seabrook.
My computer's just moving a little fucking slow here.
You don't say. I think this is Max. This is our biggest problem with these is that his computer sucks. We're too good.
Keith.
Too much going on. Yep.
Seabrook.
Crawford.
Yeah, Hossa.
Can you scroll down? Sharp.
Hossa,
Hang on, I need Hossa.
Yeah, he is. He's 2012. And the other one's Sharp.
Harpy. Wow.
Nailed it.
That Hawks list was just absolute chalk.
Yeah, murdered that. Marlon
Contreras.
Bird. Go BYRD.
Yeah, you're going bottom to top.
I'm going bottom up.
Bottom.
Castro.
Contreras.
Starlin Castro. Brian Lahair. Lahair.
Bryant. Chris Bryant. Brian Lahair is amazing.
Travis Wood. I know Jeff Samardzija is 2014. I have no idea how to spell his name.
Avi Bias.
You're going to have to figure out how to tell me how to spell his name.
It's so Samardzija is SAMA.
Samardzija is how it sounds.
RDZIJA.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
One of the weird ones I know how to spell.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
Lester.
Lester is Arietta on there too.
Yeah.
Hendricks.
No.
Russell. Addison Russell.
Yep. Fowler.
2017 relief pitcher.
Wade Davis.
Is there Wade Davis?
Yeah. You could crush this list too. And then Ben Zobrist. This is easy. Are you kidding
Wade
me?
Davis was their only All-Star in 2017.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Absolutely crush that.
Yasmani Grandal.
No. He wasn't with the Sox yet.
Who's their catcher at 19?
Abreu. Put Abreu in there. Let's go with the ones we know.
Yeah.
Sale.
Yeah.
Alexei Ramirez.
Adam Dunn.
You know how to spell Ramirez?
No.
R-E-Z.
Ramirez.
What'd you say, Max?
Konerko. 2012, maybe? There you go, Paulie.
Is Don on the list for DH?
No, yeah, wow.
Yep.
He made an all-star game? Holy shit. How about John Danks? Danks.
Nope.
No. Oh, man. You try Samardzija with them?
It would have
I think
filled
he would
in.
have showed up twice, right?
Yeah, I guess he would have.
filled in.
Shout out you. All right, let's actually go to the Bears because we're gonna take forever on the Sox here. Trubisky, white hair. Cohen. Fuller.
Yep.
Hicks.
Roquan Smith.
Who else was a tackle that made it?
No Roquan.
That's wild.
Trevathan.
Eddie Jackson. I think it's
yeah.
VAI. Trevathan. VAITH.
No, it's Trevathan.
Oh. I led you astray.
Negative.
Eddie Jackson.
Yep.
Howard. Jordan Howard. Hronis Grasu. Grassu.
That's awesome.
Tell me he was a Pro Bowler.
Nope.
Forte. Jeffrey Marshall.
Was Color one? No.
Olson. Tillman.
Shit. 2014.
Just go to, I think, Tillman.
Yep.
Basher.
No. Briggs. Urlacher.
Yeah, Briggs, Urlacher. Harris. Tommy Harris on there.
Offensive tackle. Jeez. Who the fuck was on the Bears O-line in 2019? That's bad that we don't know that. Was Zach Miller?
It's not Kyle Long, is it?
Yeah.
Is it Kyle Long?
Type in. No, but
All the way back then.
Yeah.
Who were the corners in 2014? Was like Tim Jennings one?
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. You know, a lot of picks, I'm pretty sure.
We waste so much time on Ty's computers being slow.
Yeah, well, the time also goes slow. It's the website.
Gotcha.
Willie Young. Or Jared Allen.
Peppers. Julius Peppers.
Julius.
Brian.
Brian Peppers.
Rose, Noah, Boozer, Dang.
Yeah, we're going back. We're going the Bulls.
We got to get our Bulls in there. Did you get Boozer? No Boozer, huh? Dang.
Butler.
Yeah, Butler. That's a good one. Power forward, Gasol.
Has to be.
Nice.
All right.
Nailed that.
Completed the Bulls.
Nailed that. That was great. All right, so shit. The Sox.
16.
Yeah. Why the fuck can't we think of the 2019 linebacker?
Oh, Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Jesus.
Miss Mary Mack.
It's got to be Khalil Mack. Yeah. Okay.
You.
A guard in 2017. Punching air right now. Honestly, Ty, you could give up. I have no idea.
All right.
Let's see. Josh Sitton made a. Holy shit.
Martellus Bennett.
Oh, Jose Quintana.
We should have known some of those socks.
Matt Thorne, Carlos Quinton,
Giolito,
Jake
obviously.
Peavy,
Jake
James
Peavy,
McCann.
Carlos Quinton.
Devin Hester, dude, come on. You didn't get
Michael,
I
all
couldn't
the
see
way
that
down
far.
to
You
the
didn't
bottom
scroll
of the list.
down. You're setting us up for failure.
You
Nah,
wanted us to lose.
You wanted us to lose.
They don't want to see us win.
If I could get better connection to this stupid fucking website one time, what we should do is have people call in and try to beat you guys.
No one's beating us.
Time. Exactly.
No one.
We should do that. That'd be awesome, actually.
Are you kidding us? 2-on-1, no back checkers, and no one's beating us.
We're doing that next episode.
Best one yet.